Hey there, my name is David Weber. I own PROSHIELD Commercial Roofing. We're a family-owned and operated company that specializes in low slope and flat roofing. We do restoration systems on existing EPDM, TPOs, and PVCs. We also do coating systems on metal roofs. The only option for metal roofs is either tear it off and replace it or do a retrofit system on top, which can be very costly. We provide a restoration system that will provide you with a 10 or a 20-year warranty. The systems we use at PROSHIELD Commercial Roofing are environmentally friendly. If it's possible, we don't like to tear off a roof and fill up the landfill with all the trash. We can provide a restoration system that will leave the existing roof in place as long as there is not too much moisture saturation. We can restore your EPDM, TPO, or any other type of membrane roof and give you a 20-year non-prorated warranty. Our systems are strong, durable, and provide an 86% reflectivity from the sun. Because our systems are finished with a white coating, it is UV reflective. Our cool roof systems will provide you with energy savings when it comes to cooling your building. We have found that it can save you anywhere from 10 to 25% in your cooling costs throughout the summer and warm months. It also provides you a waterproof system that is guaranteed not to leak for a period of 10 or 20 years. Oftentimes with a metal roof, you have oxidation and heavy rust. Our system can treat the rust, remove the oxidation, and provide you with a system that is long-lasting. In many cases, we can provide you with our system without you having to close down for business. We have options for many different types of flat roofs. We have options for metal, we have options for membranes, and we have options for gravel roofs. Oftentimes on a tar and gravel roof, there's no other option except tear it off and replace it with a new system. At PROSHIELD Commercial Roofing, we can provide you with an economical system to take care of that tar and gravel roof. Here's a sample of the system that we would use on your tar and gravel roof. The first thing we would do is remove all the loose gravel off of the roof with a vacuum. Then we would clean. Our next step would be to apply 1.5 inches of foam that would be applied with a sprayer. On top of that is a base coat and a top coat of UV reflective coating. This system will provide you with a 20-year warranty over a tar and gravel or a modified bitumen roof. This is our restoration system that we would put on an EPDM or a membrane roof or a metal roof. We put it on a piece of wood just to demonstrate its strength. What I want to do is demonstrate how strong this system is and how it won't crack even after being hit by a very large piece of hail. You can see the dent, but there's no cracking in the coating system. It stays flexible and will move. This is the same system we would apply on a metal roof. Here's a sample of the metal roof with this system applied to it. The first thing we would do is we would clean the bare metal. We would use rust off to clean the metal before we start the process. Rust off will remove oxidation and will neutralize the rust. This is the most important step, the prep stage. To give you an example what rust off does, this is a rusty wrench we found in our warehouse. We put rust off, the same product we would put on your roof, and as you can see, the area that is black or dark gray is neutralized rust. When rust is neutralized or killed, it turns black. Once we've cleaned the roof and treated it with rust off, the next step would be for us to apply a product called Encased Metal Primer. On this system here, the gray part is the Encased Metal Primer. Encased Metal Primer is intended to adhere very well to the metal surface once it's prepped. Encased Metal Primer also has elasticity that allows it to move as the roof expands and contracts. The next step we would do is to embed a fabric in all the seams. On a metal roof, every 3 feet there's a vertical seam. And the way we treat that seam is with fabric. Let me demonstrate that. This is the fabric that we would use on all the seams on a metal roof. This is a 4.5 inch fabric. This is a 2.5 inch fabric. On a vertical seam on a metal roof, we use 2.5 inches instead of the 4. This is a very strong fabric woven 7 ways. Let me demonstrate its strength. It can't be torn. I've never been able to tear this as much as you pull on it. This fabric is what gives our system strength. It's very strong and very flexible. With a metal roof, all these seams will expand and contract, even with the coating system on it. This fabric allows expansion and contraction to continue without breaking the coating. On a metal roof, there's 2 things where leaks can happen: at your seams and on your screws. We treat all your seams with fabric, but we also treat every screw with a dollop of caulk. This is an example of the caulk that we would use. Here's an example of what it would look like on your roof. Every screw on the roof would get sealed with this caulk. Just to give you an example, this is the strength of the caulk. It will keep the screws from ever backing out and prevent water from seeping through. As you can see, I can pull and stretch that about 300%, and it's very strong and flexible. This is an example of our coating system on an EPDM black rubber roof. In the Carolinas, it's a great idea to switch your black rubber roof to a white roof. A white roof will keep your building cool, will keep the surface of the roof cool, and will translate into a cooler interior. We do the same system as the metal with this rubber roof. We clean the rubber, we apply a primer, and then we embed fabric in the base coat. The same fabric we use on metal, we also use on a membrane roof. Once that's finished, we apply the white top coat. This is a sample of our system on a metal or a membrane roof. Our roof coating system is about 50 mils thick when dry. That is equivalent to about 50 sheets of paper. At ProShield, commercial roofing safety is number one. We adhere to all OSHA guidelines. We make sure that the area stays clean while we are working and is clean once we leave. We're here to help you solve the problems on your roof and protect the assets inside your building. We hope that you'll consider using ProShield Commercial Roofing.